Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend.
And I'm James, your black friend.
And this is the Fat and Black Connection,
where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's interesting to us.
That's true. And with that being said, my wife made a really good point. Last week, we had debated talking about Fantastic Four or not. And, you know, part of the reason we didn't is for some reason we were worried about the audience. And when did we start caring about that?
I mean, we kind of do care, but, you know, we want to. I just was like, you know what? It was getting late, but we kind of missed it. So I said, let's do it next week.
Oh, okay, so there's the truth. You're lazy. So anyways, we are live and interactive. It is August 6th. This is the first episode of August. August 6th, 2025. We are only 44 days away from KaboomCon.
44.
That's crazy.
Get your ticket. Get your tickets right.
Yeah, seriously, especially right now, and we'll talk about it more later, but right now you have the opportunity to get entered into that massive $1,000 prize raffle. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, definitely
so
don't want to miss that.
We've got a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of KaboomCon related stuff, especially. This is going to be the KaboomCon extravaganza, if you will. But before we get into any of that, first and foremost, I wanted to share with you something I worked on over the weekend. And I'm going to just show a little brief snippet of the video here, and I'll talk about it on the back end. Here we go.
In the great state of Nevada, we don't just procure, we procure with purpose.
And there's a lot more than that. That's only the first 10 seconds. So
what?
So, anyways, a friend of mine who I worked with on that project that shall not be named. He is the administrator now over at the purchasing office for the state of Nevada, and he's a great guy. And he reached out for some help on helping to create a video that he's going to a conference in a couple months. And so we did a film shoot this Sunday over the weekend. I had some help from one of my coworkers, Curtis. Thank you, Curtis, for stepping in. And yeah, I think the video turned out great. And for what it is, I mean, I had like an 8-day window to work with. But once the full video has played at the conference, I will then be able to share that here and outward for the masses. But it's about a 2.5 minute video. It's comedy. It's fun.
Okay.
And Tyrus is checking in. For a sec, I thought Mark was going to get on a bike. Well, I did have a trike for a while, Tyrus. Most people seem to forget that, including myself from time to time.
It wasn't, but see, that's the thing. It was a trike. It wasn't. I think he thought about the motorcycle.
Yes. So I have a couple things to try tonight. Would you like me to start with? Well, I have 2 beverages and I have a food, so I think I should start with one of the beverages. So first up, this is from Trader Joe's. It is Speculoos cookie butter beer.
Interesting.
It says Imperial Golden Ale with toasted coconut, vanilla beans, and natural flavor. Alcohol, 9.5% alcohol by volume. 9.5. That's crazy. This is a can. This is a pint can. It says Speculoos cookie butter beer made with whole vanilla beans, milk, sugar, and toasted coconut. This full-bodied ale pairs with just about any treat, topped with your favorite deliciously unusual cookie butter spread. Contains lactose and coconut, James.
Mm-hmm.
It does say to pour slowly into a stem glass and savor at 40 degrees. I'm not going to be doing that because I don't have time for that. So I'm just going to crack it, give it a whiff. Just smells like a standard ale to me.
Have you had the cookie? Have you had the cookie butter?
Oh yeah, I love Speculoos. Oh, that is strong, and it tastes very much of Speculoos. There's very much coconut on the back end, which I don't love. I'm not a big fan. But this is, I think this would go very well with like like an ice cream type treat.
I think I'm gonna have to try my. I still got some cookie butter left, so I'm gonna have to put those cinnamon roll grabs into the cookie butter shit. That tastes like later. Anyways, okay, so I didn't. Well, let me start with this one because this is. I have 3, so it said it was a new flavor, Gatorade Lightning Blast. It was my free. It was what they were doing free. It was either this or the Welch's Grape. Not the Welch's Grape, but the Welch's Fruit Snacks. And I was like, nah. I got some gummies already, so I'll just.
Oh yeah, what kind of gummies?
I got some gummy bears and some peachos.
Oh, I was thinking.
I can't do those gummies, bro.
Oh, that's right, because you work for the Fed.
Yeah. As soon as they make that stuff legal, it's a wrap. No, I'm just kidding. I might.
No, I don't believe that because you never really even got into it back in the day.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I might, like, I've always wanted. I have wanted to try one of the gummies though. But anyway. I don't know what flavor this is.
It looks like lemonade.
It's like no, it's actually white.
Oh.
But it's refreshing, but I can't really put a flavor on. I can't put a flavor to it. It's kind of having a grape taste, like a little bit of like a light grape taste after, but that could just be my imagination.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish that later. I'm gonna jump into one. Oh, 1 or 2. I need 1 or 2.
2.
Okay, 2. So I went to Sam's Club and I saw this. I didn't really need it, but at the same time, I hadn't seen it before, so I was like, I'm gonna grab it. Shock Top. You know I like Shock Top.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Shock Top had other flavors, if you will. And so I grabbed it was a 3 flavor pack. So the first one here is Shock Top. lemonade shandy. Now I've had lemon shandy from a couple different beer makers. So and I really enjoyed those. So I'm hoping that I also enjoy this one. So I'm just drinking these straight from the can.
I gotta tell you, the more and more I'm drinking this, the more and more I like it, and the coconut isn't hitting as hard the more I drink it.
I don't know. I'll finish these that I have, but I don't know if this is one I would buy
Okay.
on its own.
Well, while you sip on that, I've got a food item to try. Hershey's Crunchy Waffle Cone Pieces.
Interesting.
Extra creamy milk chocolate. So, I love me some milk chocolate, and I do love me a drumstick. So I feel like,
Oh, yo, look who
just popping in to say, hey, to my boys heading to bed. Already? You don't go to bed this early. It's only like 11 o'clock. Calm down. Happy to have you here.
Yeah, Terra of the Eons.
So let's see what this is all about here. I'm not gonna. All right, I'm gonna do 3 pieces.
Oh, excuse me.
So it's got the crunchiness because of the
waffle
cone.
Mm-hmm.
But you almost don't even taste it.
I just feel maybe, yeah, because waffle cone does. I mean, if you're eating ice cream and it's like the waffle cone, between the waffle cone and the regular cone, there is definitely a distinct taste difference. But I think out of that context, I don't know.
I think because it's so pulverized and the pieces are so small.
Oh, yeah. Then they should have probably left bigger pieces in there or something.
Yeah, you almost can't really taste.
Or just almost like layer the bottom or something. You know what I'm saying? Kind of build it. Like have like the waffle cone on the bottom and then the chocolate on top type deal. Almost s'more style. Hey, so I've actually held on to these for a week, and if you know me, holding on to candy for a week is hard. This is M&M's Cookies and Cream. I had not even heard of these. The girlfriend found these, and she bought me a pack. She had also bought herself a pack, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to try it?" And I was like, "No, I will wait." You want to try one of mine? And I was like, "No, I'll wait." So this is the first time I'm trying these. I'm going to do a bite in so we can see what the inside looks like. It says white and dark chocolate, so I'm guessing.
So are some of them white and some of them dark?
Mm-mm. Oh, I think it's... I can't really see it. The cream filling, I think, is... So I think that's the white chocolate.
Oh, okay. So it's white chocolate instead of like a cream filling.
Yeah, which I'm a little disappointed by.
Yeah, so it's not really cookies and cream then.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yo, it tastes like it though. Yo, that's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't seen those. And Tyra says those M&Ms kind of let me down. And
and
Jeff,
it's got
as always, that's racist.
I think it's oh, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like there's the the candy coating, and then there tastes like there's chocolate. There's like cookie, almost a cookie, and then the white chocolate. So that's what I'm guessing, because like the last one I had was a little bit crunchier.
Gotcha.
So it's got a little crunch to it. These are good though. I enjoy these.
Well, before we start getting into any regular shtick, I think it's immensely important to call out, if you will. Oh, I guess it helps if I actually add the screen. Here we go. Oakbridge Season 2 is in full effect, and Oakbridge as a series has now surpassed 450,000 downloads. It is well on its way to 500,000, surely before this season ends. And we got Mr. Brian Allen Hobbs, our dam, checking in. What's up, guys? Night before the first day of school back at NMHS.
What? Like,
School-
is these just teachers going back? Or
yeah, I have to imagine because it's a Thursday tomorrow.
it has to be school. Yeah, teachers going back, but I can't. Are they starting this early?
I mean, I can tell you my kids start school on Monday, so
Yo, that is crazy. I always remember starting in September, but
yeah, when we were in school, we started usually right after Labor Day. But anyways, back to Oak Bridge.
Yeah.
450 plus thousand downloads. And Brian said confirms no, students start tomorrow. Middle of
on
the
a
week.
Thursday?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That's wackadoo.
Yeah. So crazy. I mean, your show's doing great.
Yeah.
You were the director on this series. You were really the lead executive producer on this season. So how are you feeling? You know, episode 1 is just shy of 10,000 downloads. Episode 2, 7,500. Episode 3, 6,500. Episode 4, which just came out on Friday, is already over 5,000. Every episode has had over 5,000 downloads in its first week.
Nice.
And
No.
Brian says it's no crazier than Oak Bridge. So what are you thinking? How are you feeling?
No, this season was tough, man. This season was a little bit tougher due to the fact that we squeezed a lot more into less time, it feels like. But yeah, no, I mean, I've been feeling pretty good with everything. But yeah, no, I'm excited to hear that the numbers are doing well.
And with that being said, coming out on this Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific, episode 5, Revelations.
Yeah.
Here, let's give that artwork a little bit more love. Let's get us out of the way. Of course, artwork done by Jam the artist.
I believe this is the episode where Jack and Jimmy meet the famed, or the we mentioned him in season 1, the infamous Lionel Grady.
So Lionel Grady's a real person we're going to actually meet and interact with.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. No spoilers. So yeah, if you haven't gotten caught up, can't stress. Don't wait. Get caught up today. Season 1, 10 episodes so far. 4 episodes of season 2, so only 14 episodes to get caught up on.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want to miss out on what's coming here. It's shaping up. And Tyra says schools out here start midweek. My tenant is a school bus driver in Stockton. He started on July 31st.
What the balls?
So last Thursday. Must be like a year-round school or something. Because
I know they have some. Or at least they used to have some of those out, like the Sacramento way. Because I remember my buddy, when we were friends, from kindergarten, or actually, no, sorry, pre that, like in Montessori, and then we went up through school, and then like through junior high. Well, no, because he moved away, but we still were in communications, and I went to a school that was kind of year round, and he was in a year round school, and so we went. So I spent like a couple weeks of my vacation up at his house in Folsom. But yeah, that was, and man, it's crazy how much Folsom's grown in the past, 30 years, 30 years, but actually no, 20, yeah, about 20 years. But anyways, but yeah, no, yeah, I don't know of very many year-round schools anymore. I mean, I guess I haven't really looked into them, so.
Well, and Jeff says, "Oh ho ho! Look who's fancy, Lone Tessori." Um,
What?
oh ho ho! Look who's fancy, Lone Tessori. I don't know Lone. I don't know Lone Tessori, but I don't think that person is here.
No, Joe Testor. Oh, actually, I
Tyra says they get way more holidays and days off, like ski week, but still are required a certain number of school days per year.
Ski week in Stockton. They ain't going. What? Who are these? Who are they? Who's going
Montes
skiing?
Puro,
Wow.
Montes Prairie.
Wow. Wait, if listen, Jeff, I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice. If you're gonna try and make a joke, at least spell it right.
Anyways, let's move on to the big news that really probably the biggest news of this last week of anything, frankly, in the world. Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE.
Just no. Why?
This is for you.
Yeah, because I can't stand Brock Lesnar.
I saw this and immediately I was like, oh, James is going to be so pissed.
Yeah, James was absolutely pissed.
So I
was already mad that John Cena lost the belt.
Well, and you're not mad about Seth Rollins?
No, I was absolutely furious about that.
Cashing in on CM Punk, who finally won it.
Furious.
Yes. Well, my favorite of all time, best wrestler in the world, Brock Lesnar is back.
Huh?
He is going to.
I'm sorry. What? Best wrestler in the world?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Worst.
No, that would be John Cena.
No, John Cena actually has a moveset.
It'd be nice if he had used it over the last 20 years instead of just finally using it in this last match.
Wow, you're tripping.
I'm sorry, when's the last time you saw him do a destroyer before this last weekend?
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. And especially outside on the floor mats. Anyways, what do you got there?
This is also this is the second beer. There's the regular Belgian regular shock top, and then there was the Mango Island Wheat.
Mango Island Wheat. That sounds like a lot going on.
Yeah. Oh, the smell of mango definitely coming off this for sure. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is it better than Mango Cart?
Mango Cart's gonna have a problem. Well, actually, they probably won't, because I don't know if I can just find this on its own. But yeah, this is kind of, it's a look like the mango is almost, it's almost comical how mango it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's almost like overly mango, but it's, man, this is tasty.
And Jeff says, shouldn't you be drinking that out of a paper bag?
What? This is not a bottle. This is not a 40.
It's not a 40.
It's not a 40, a High Life or something.
Excuse me. High Life comes in a 32. Shut your mouth.
Clearly, I never had High Life. I didn't care for it.
You know what? Now, because you've said that, day one of you visiting here in just over a month, we're going to stop by 7-Eleven. We're going to pick up some 32s of High Life.
Why?
Well, because one, that was a standard for me and Tyrus is going to be here too. So we're just going to have to pal around with a handful of 32s of High Life.
All right, I guess, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, no, yeah, no, I never drank. Not some kind of boo. What do you call them? What are those guys called?
Booze Hound?
Booze Hound.
I like how he admits to drinking out of a bag. Or a Four Loko.
Oh, now those are gross. Those
and Tyra says we need to bring back the late night walk. I agree. And Daryl correctly, the champagne of beers is Miller High Life.
Oh, actually, what was it? Tyrus had something before that.
Yes, I'll get back to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yes, if you've never had High Life, a 32, you don't understand the glory that is the champagne of beers.
Yeah. All right.
And Tyra says, a Brock match consists of pacing around the ring, then suplex, then more pacing, then another suplex, then an F5. Yeah, that's not necessarily wrong. And when you're that good, you don't need to do much more. I mean, look at Goldberg, probably the second best wrestler in all of history. He really only needed the spear and the jackhammer. Sometimes he'd do a little bit more, but that's all he needed. Brock really only needs the F5. He doesn't even need the German suplexes, but he will do them. Greatest wrestler of our generation. Maybe of all time. He is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
The hell you say?
Did I stutter?
You're literally just trying to piss me off because that's the only thing you're doing here. Because there's no.
I'm
way.
just saying.
There's
Hogan was on there. He died. Let's wipe him off and put Brock's head there.
There is no way Brock Lesnar is on the Mount Rushmore of anything.
I mean, Cena said he should be on there 4 times. So certainly we could wipe one of those off and put Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, garbage.
I mean, Cena wanted Brock Lesnar back.
Garbage.
He got what he wanted.
Garbage.
And Jeff says, I guess he calls Brock Brokay, is banging Sable and likes pee porn. He's not wrong.
Well, yeah, he's not wrong.
Anyways,
Marrow.
Let's move away from wrestling. Let's move into talking about something we should have talked about last week, but because you're lazy and wanted to go to sleep or whatever, we didn't.
Wow.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four
came out 2 weeks ago.
Where's Sue?
She's right
down.
down.
There's here. No, I know.
We kind of talked about it briefly last week with some of our general thoughts without really giving anything away. The big thing for me, two major takeaways, I would say. One is that this, to me, is probably the best introductory film in the MCU. Telling a whole story, start, middle, end. I would have, before this, I would have said it was Iron Man, the first one. But I think this now has surpassed Iron Man. It's not my favorite film. Iron Man wasn't my favorite film. But I think this film did a very good job of introducing and bringing this family into this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, they're not in 616
They're
yet.
828. They're 828, but yeah.
But a couple of things to call out. The other thing that I was going to say is that the end credits scene or the mid-credit scene where we get introduced to Doom was a throwaway. It was absolutely unnecessary. It didn't do anything. It felt like, especially with this being the last film before Doomsday, it really felt like an immense throwaway.
So here's the thing: is that I would have agreed with you until I watched the video today. That gave me a little bit more. With they mentioned like the books that were the books that were looked at, and just the sheer fact that what's their kid's name? Franklin. I'm like Ben Franklin. Yeah, Franklin. He is not afraid of him.
Hmm.
Like he is like not worried at all, like is not like crying, is not afraid, just kind of just looking at him.
Why would he be afraid? He doesn't have the mask on.
Right, but it's still, I mean, like apparently, I don't know, I don't know if this Doom is gonna have the scarred face and whatnot, and I'm hoping he doesn't, due to the fact that I think that's gonna play into some of the Avengers having a hard time actually fighting him because,
Let's not speculate.
anyways,
Let's talk facts,
but
right?
yeah, but anyways,
Why
but
would
yeah,
he? Why? I mean, you don't have a kid, but I can tell you, it's not uncommon. I mean, my kid is shy around people that she doesn't know. But I mean, aside from that, generally, if if we were in our house, which was the scene, they were in their own house. Why would he be afraid of someone in his own house that it doesn't appear to be trying to intimidate? Doom is kneeled down, right? Is down at eye level. Um, so to me, there's no reason for there to be fear.
I mean, but at the same time, I think when he probably appeared, he probably had the mask on and took the mask off. There's nothing that
You're
there
making
was.
assumptions.
Well, yes, but I'm saying because there is nothing there that literally that Sue didn't even like didn't sense anything. Franklin didn't even like make any sort of noise. I mean, even if it's like, so it almost seems like they know he knows him.
And Terrace, I think, makes an amazing point here. Had we not known RDJ was going to be Doctor Doom, would it have had a bigger impact? Yes,
Yes.
and for multiple reasons. One, because we didn't see Doom's face in this post-credit scene.
Right.
So we won. The other thing I would say in tandem with that is calling the next Avengers Doomsday and giving all of that away. I think they should have never done that. I think if they had just said Avengers Untitled or called it something else and never given away anything about Doomsday, and then you have this whole film about Doom, and you have this whole film where the only reference you have is very early in the film when they're at the UN, or the place is kind of like the UN, and they're showing the different countries, and that table is empty for Latvia.
And somebody made it like they recognize it as an actual nation. That's the thing.
But there was nobody at the table, right?
Right.
So aside from that, to not have Doom in this film whatsoever, and then in that post-credit scene to have that brief moment would have had much more of an impact. But the fact that we know the next Avengers film is called Doomsday, they made it clearly Doom is going to have to do with it, which I don't think they needed to do. I get that they had to pivot from Kang, but
which they might be going back to apparently.
Maybe. I'm rewatching Loki right now, and I'm like, man, I wish they would have kept with this.
So the thing is, too, is that like if they hadn't, I kind of wish they hadn't given me the fact that it's Robert Downey Jr. I wish they hadn't given me that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I wish they hadn't given me Doom, period. I wish they had never said Doomsday. I wish they had just said Avengers film, whatever. Given it a completely different title. Doesn't matter.
You could have given it Doomsday. I mean, you could have given it Doomsday, but you don't give me Doom.
Everyone would have been assumed, especially with Fantastic Four coming.
Yeah.
Because clearly it's not Doomsday from DC.
Because that was fucking horrible.
So, I think you have to, if they had given it a different title, even if it was a temporary title until after this scene, just next Avengers film, and then after this came out, then they release the actual title.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the bigger punch, bigger impact.
Yeah. I think, they gave, that's the thing. I think they gave away too much too soon.
I agree. But back to the film itself.
Oh, that was fast. This is delicious, by the way.
I liked Galactus's portrayal. I felt like they made him a little bit too small. I feel like him walking through the streets of 1960s New York, even in that version of Earth, kind of made him feel very small. I think, at most he's maybe 200 feet tall.
No, he was more taller than that because he was taller than most of those buildings.
Yeah, but most of those buildings were only 20 to 30 stories tall. Even at 10 stories tall, okay, maybe he's 300 feet.
I don't know exactly how tall some of these buildings are, but
I know that this is a accurate comic book representation to some of the versions of Galactus, but I prefer.
No, Galactus can shrink. It can change its size.
Yes, but I prefer the version of Galactus that actually is the world eater, if you will, rather than having a vessel that destroys the planets and breaks them up for him to somehow digest or take in.
It looks like it lavas them, like makes them almost lava.
Yeah. And it seems to be going into him through what appears to be like ports, kind of like a la Matrix.
There was another. I was thinking something else, but I can't. Yeah, Matrix, I guess, is going to go for now.
Now, the other thing that I think is very important to call out is the design of their ship. When you think back to the Thunderbolts post-credit scene, it is not the same ship.
Huh?
Go rewatch the post-credit scene from Thunderbolts. You will notice.
Is that on Disney Plus now?
It is not, but you can find it on YouTube. I found it on YouTube.
Okay.
So in the post-credit scene, we see a ship that is flying, coming to Earth, supposedly. However, it has 4 fins, and it has a giant 4 on the side. In this film, it did not have a 4 on it, and it only had 3 fins.
I remember 4, but maybe I'm just tripping.
You are, and you've watched it twice. So go rewatch it if you need to. But I am telling you that in the trailer, in the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts, it is a different Fantastic Four ship. I don't think we're going to, in Doomsday, get this iteration immediately. I think we're getting Jessica Alba's team coming to the MCU to start off Doomsday.
I didn't see, but they weren't on the. They didn't have chairs.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it could be, but I don't remember them having it. They had a ship, but that was like a regular rocket ship.
Because ultimately, the bigger thing that we have going on here, and what I think is going to happen, big picture, is I think potentially 828 just pushed Galactus into 616.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's that. Of course, I was convinced Convergence, but then, like, as soon as when they were like, "We'll just move Earth," I was like, "Oh, Convergence."
This is how they come to 616. That's what I thought.
And then I was like, "Oh, wait!" And then when like they started getting destroyed, I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind." But yeah, that was my thought when. So I'm thinking like, Silver Surfer and Galactus got pushed over into 616.
We don't know where Galactus got sent to.
No, I know we don't know, but I'm saying was it
616?
616, yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh damn, did they send Galactus over to the MCU as we know it?
My gut is yes.
But I like, what, I'm not gonna lie either. I like how they didn't give us the normal Marvel entrance. I liked that kind of real retro Marvel Studio logo that they've had on the posters and everything else. I really kind of dug that. It wasn't the same, wasn't the big fanfare or anything like that. I liked it was like really simple, and I dug that. So so that makes me think that everything that's 616 is that big, Marvel intro with the, the comic grabs and the things from the movies from the past, all that kind of stuff. That's what makes me think that. And so, like, if this 828, if we see this again, which we will, because they said the Avengers will see them again in Doomsday. But if we have that, and we have, if we're starting with them,
To
or
be
something
clear,
like that.
all of that it said was we will see the Fantastic Four again. It didn't say this version. I'm telling you, I think it's a big cabal, and we're gonna get, Chickless back as a thing. We're gonna get another Chris Evans outing as Johnny Storm.
Well, no, we can't. Well, Johnny Storm was destroyed.
How do you know that it's the same? We know that there are countless variants. So how do you know that Johnny Storm that was in Deadpool Wolverine is the same Johnny Storm from Alba's film? You don't.
Pretty well. That was the one, because they were like,
that costume is not the costume from that film. Either of those films, one or two.
right, but at the same time, the whole with the Fox thing and everything. Anyway, but that's beside the point.
All I'm saying is, it's an easy way to say, "Oh yeah, obviously," but no. We know that there are countless Deadpools. We know, and multiple can look the same. We've seen it in Loki, where there were multiple Lokis that looked nothing like him, but then there were other Lokis that looked exactly like him. So,
Alligator Loki,
which looked exactly like Hiddleston. Jeff says, what if they go vintage and bring in Lou Fetting? I assume he means Ferrigno as Hulk, which is going to happen.
yeah.
World War Hulk is coming, and I guarantee you Lou Ferrigno is going to be playing Maestro, which is a variant of Hulk. That is my gut. I'm calling it now. I said it before, but I'll clarify again. August 6th, 2025. Let's see. Anyways, I've got my other thing to try. And I'm not really trying it, truth be told, because I've already had it. Because I couldn't wait to try this. A&W Ice Cream Sundae. Have you seen this?
Mm-mm. I was never really a big A&W fan anyways.
So I love A&W root beer. And their cream soda's okay. So my gut when I bought this was that it was going to taste like one or the other, root beer with something or cream soda with something. And it absolutely does not. It tastes like a chocolate sundae. Like it tastes chocolate forward. It is like nothing I've ever had before soda wise. However, with that being said, it is not great to drink as just a soda, like just drinking it by itself. After about a third or half of the can, it's just too much. So what I've decided to do tonight is to drink it with some Kirkland Spice Rum. Because, I don't know, my gut tells me chocolate and rum goes well together. What do you think?
You put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up.
What?
I don't know.
What are you doing right now?
Because you said Sunday, I'm going to find something that I sent my brother the other day.
Now, the interesting thing on this is the color is almost that of cream soda. I don't know if you can see it coming out of the can, but it's not.
Yeah, it looks light.
It's not root beer in color. It's not, the way, like I said, it tastes like chocolate. So I would have expected it to be much darker. And so when I poured it out, the first time I was like, oh, this is not the color I would have expected at all. So I did about, I don't know, just under half of rum and the rest with the soda. Let's see. This is quite delicious. And I'm also immensely concerned because James just turned off his microphone.
No, because I just sent you a video because you mentioned Sunday, and it made me think of this video that I sent my brother the other day that
Gotcha.
involves a Sunday, and it horribly wrong.
And Jeff says, I love that he has his rum in his office. I mean, truth be told, I brought it into the office just before we started the show, just like I do with most of the things I bring into the office. However, it is not uncommon for me to keep bottles of alcohol in here. It's not like I'm in here doing my day job. This is where I do, the 97 and out business. Yes, that's true. I don't get to work from home for my day job anymore.
Yeah.
Moving on, though, we're talking about Marvel stuff, and I figured we should kind of stay in that vein. Let's talk about the Eyes of Wakanda. I assume you've watched this.
The trailer. Oh no, I haven't watched it yet. I didn't. Oh, it. Huh?
What?
When did that drop?
It dropped last Friday.
Oh, it did. I wasn't even paying attention. No, I haven't watched it yet.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with you? Okay, well, I guess we won't talk about this tonight because you can't really talk about it.
Right.
Here's what I will say, without, I guess, giving anything too much away for you. I was not expecting this to be a history of show. And
I kind of expected that from at least the trailer. That last trailer we got, I expected. So I was like, oh, this is like kind of going back in time. This is showing.
Well, so yes, to your point, I expected that it was showing something from the past. I wasn't expecting it to be really kind of standalone episodes. There isn't really much interconnection, and
that kind of sucks.
It's almost it honestly is almost Assassin's Creed meets Black Panther. In that each episode really takes place in a time period, and one of them, I'll just say this, one of them takes place during the Trojan War and involves the Trojan horse.
I did see that, and I was confused.
And so while we haven't seen that in Assassin's Creed, the point is that it kind of is blurring historical fact with this fictional Wakanda. So it's interesting from that perspective. Each of the episodes kind of have some of that a little bit. But I didn't love it. I also didn't love the animation style. I thought the animation style was okay. But I guess we'll talk about it more next week, James.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, I'll pull it up as soon as we're done.
And evidently, I get to take your black card because I'm the fat white guy that watched it and you didn't.
I didn't even realize it came out. That's on me.
Yes, that's why you lost your black card.
I can't lose it over.
I bet Tyrus watched it.
Can't lose it over that show.
Why is that?
Because
that's true. You can't lose something you don't have to begin with.
Wow.
Anyways, are you ready to spend the rest of this show talking about probably the most amazing thing ever?
The most amazing thing known as KaboomCon 2?
Well, KaboomCon in general, which
kick off to Halloween.
Well, I mentioned before that I was interviewed about 2 weeks ago on Kyber Cave. Yeah. And, one of the questions they asked me was what brought about KaboomCon. And so, I love telling that story because it's so like people aren't expecting that, right? They're not expecting to hear that this is a spite con, right? And it was. It's not anymore, but it was. Like the whole point of Kaboom Con 1 was to prove that we can do better than someone else.
Yeah.
And we did. We did immensely better.
Way better.
You know, I would say we did at least 5 times better.
Yeah. That's ample.
And so it's, you know, it's interesting because when I get asked to tell the Genesis story, I have a hard time with sharing it, only because it's not what people want. People want that feel good story or whatever, and it's like,
No, it's not. It's it's not a feel good story. It's literally because we knew. Actually, you knew that we could do better, and then I agreed with you, because it was just like we were at this thing, and it was bad. It was real bad.
We've got Steve checking in. Looking forward to covering your event. You picked some great cosplay judges as well. Thank you, Steve. Steve's going to be covering Kaboom Con as media.
Oh, nice.
So,
hi, Steve.
Welcome.
Hello,
welcome
Steve.
to the Fat and Black Connection. We're excited to have you here as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, for those of you that don't know, Kaboom Con really it was a spite con. We went to an event about 2 years ago where we were told we're expecting this many people.
We got gaslit.
Oh yeah.
Bottom line, we got gaslit good. Because literally the only reason we went, because we were told, oh, it's going to be this many people. You know, we're expecting it's going to be here. You know, it's going to be at this place. We expect there to be this many people. Okay, cool. Then come to find out, oh, wait, it's not at this place. There was no advertisement really for it. And it was garbage.
Yeah, it was a 3-day event. It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think we had, over the 3 days, maybe, and I'm being nice, I think maybe 100 attendees.
That, bruh, I don't even think there was that many. There was more people working the damn thing than there actually showed up to the thing.
And also, I think we had a total of like 15, maybe 18 vendors.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll give you that. That sounds about right.
So I think it was on the second day of this event, James and I are sitting there, and I kind of like look around the room for a couple minutes, and I lean over to him and I say, I bet we could do better than this. And James, being James, I think he was like, yeah, of course we could. And I was being serious. I was like, maybe we should do this. And I think he was like, you know, not realizing the moment, so to speak.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that's clear.
And I kind of pressed, and I was like, no, I think we could do this better, and I think we should. And that led to that same day conversations with Lawrence of Icy Sound Comics, who wasn't at the time, but talked with Lawrence about it conceptually and said, you know, what goes into doing one of these? Because we've never done it. And even having never done it, I thought we could do it better.
Mm-hmm.
And Lawrence,
and never doing it, putting it together, did it better.
And you know, Lawrence, and bear in mind, when you and I went to that event, it was the 3rd year of that event. It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the second time.
Yeah, and that's why we even said, oh, okay, yeah, we were down to go.
And Steve says SpikeCon does have a nice ring to it. There was a moment where I genuinely considered just calling it that. But
crazy, bro.
We talked with Lawrence about a couple different ideas, and originally we had looked at potentially doing something in the San Francisco Bay Area
involving Lumpia.
Yes, but that never came to fruition. Thank God. Because if it had, you know, this probably would have never happened. And other things like Icy Sound Comics may have never happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we love watching you pick at your teeth. Thank you.
So bugging the hell out of me.
So anyways, the next person I talked to about this conceptually was Jimmy Jones from Pop Culture Kaboom, who's the middle guy in this image. And I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. You do a show, Pop Culture Kaboom, where one of your 7 pillars of pop culture entertainment is conventions. So you know a lot. You've talked to a lot of people. You have connections. What do you think? And he was the reason that we did it in Carson City. He convinced me that it made sense to do it there, because originally I was thinking about doing it in Reno. And I'm glad that we didn't, especially now when here we are a mere 2 years later and there's like 4 or 5 comic book-esque conventions or anime or, gaming conventions. And Tyra says, I really think KaboomCon 1 was successful, but it could have been more had there not been a fire.
Well, there could have been more if we didn't have so many damn events going on that weekend.
Yeah, that weekend killed us. There was the fire, and I think we might have gotten more people in the afternoon, evening if that hadn't happened. I also think some people would have stayed. We lost vendors because they had to go because of that fire. But we also had a lot of competition. We had the hot air balloon races that weekend.
Right.
We had the camel races up in Virginia City that weekend. There was something else. I can't remember.
Last day of the rib cook-off?
Yes. Not the last day, but.
Or because that was on a.
Was it no, it wasn't the same weekend as the rib cook-off. It was a weekend after rib cook-off.
Oh, is it the weekend after?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever.
But anyways, there was like 3 or 4. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
there was the Pride
Oh.
in Reno. So we were up against major events happening all over northern Nevada. And lesson learned, we moved our event. But all this to say, it's brought us to KaboomCon 2, which we have this year called the Kickoff to Halloween. And it's pretty massive event. We do still have some vendor booths available on the gym floor. 10 by 10 includes an 8-foot table and 2 chairs. Price is $275. You're not going to beat that. Guarantee you.
I dropped that in the post too. The post that with the video you sent me today.
Yeah, and to be clear, there are only 5 spots left.
I just said a few. Therefore,
yeah. So if you're thinking, stop thinking and pull the trigger. $275 is an amazing price. Even better price if you don't mind being outside. We've got the west side parking lot, and we've got plenty of space out there. Those are 10 by 15s. We're not providing anything out there. You just get the space. Bring your tents, bring your tables, your chairs, whatever it is you need. But $100 for the whole weekend. And there will be security overnight, so you don't have to put your stuff away, but you can if you want to. I wouldn't advise just leaving stuff out on the table. I'd probably put it at least in boxes or whatever. But we will have security on site to watch your stuff overnight. So for $100, that's a hell of a deal.
Not bad at all.
Tickets are on sale. Get that Dynamite Pass. Get that Sparkler Pass. The Dynamite Pass is going to get you into everything. You'll have an exclusive badge. You'll also have expedited entry into all events. You're not going to want to miss out on that. And it's only $60 for everything.
Yeah.
That's 2 days of convention. That's the movie Ghostbusters 2 Friday night, and that's the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball. And we'll talk all about more of this as we move along. Speaking of that Ghostbusters 2 movie screening, if you only want to come see the film, you want to come hang out, and you don't want to do the Dynamite Pass, or you don't want to do everything, you just come to the movie screening, hang out. It's $10. Get you in. There's going to be, there will be concessions for sale, including popcorn, provided by James.
Galaxy Cinemas.
That's right. We've partnered with Galaxy to provide the popcorn for the event. So if you like that Galaxy popcorn, it'll be there. And there will be other concessions, drinks, candies, whatever. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. There's also the cosplay contest, which is Ghostbuster 2 themed with an amazing grand prize package.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to miss out. $10 just to get into the screening. Or again, Dynamite Pass, that'll get you into this. Speaking of Ghostbusters and speaking of cosplay, Terror Dog Squad is going to be in the house all weekend. They're bringing their like 10-foot, 12-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man,
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
their life-size Terror Dog.
Yeah.
These are going to be some awesome photo opportunities you're not going to want to miss. And there, I believe we're going to have 6 members of the Terror Dog squad in the house. And they have amazing uniforms, costumes, props, all the fun stuff from Ghostbusters. And they're really cool peeps. So I can't say enough. This will be a great opportunity for photo ops. And I neglected to mention, I apologize, at the screening for Ghostbusters 2, the Reno National Automobile Museum will be bringing their Ecto-1. So that will be there for photo ops as well. So imagine taking some photos with the Terror Dog squad and Ecto-1.
Yeah.
That's a good night.
Worth the price of admission.
Oh, and JD Charisma will be performing as well.
Wait, there's more.
An actual dog will be there, according to Jeff.
Yes, actually, a horse dog will be there.
Yes. Let's talk about that Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball, and you're going to notice something a little bit different about this image. I am excited to announce here and now tonight that we can officially say Lady Griller Catering will be catering this event. Now, some of you don't know who Lady Griller is, but let me tell you about some of the food items that we will be having available at the event. Non-pork tacos, veggie taco with cilantro lime salsa, chicken Caesar wrap, chicken tacos, pulled pork sliders, crispy pork tacos, chipotle chicken tacos with pineapple salsa, veggiedilla, quesadilla, and peach bread pudding. Everyone that comes to this event, not only are you going to get the dancing, the entertainment, but you're going to get an entree, a drink, soda, water, whatever, and a dessert, all from Lady Griller's Catering. So that's exciting. This finally, we got it locked in tonight. So I'm excited to finally be able to announce this. And that is included in your price of admission. You can obviously buy more if you're like super hungry and you want more food. There will be they'll have more food. You can order more.
Big back.
And we will also have some other items available. Some light bites, if you will. But with your price of admission, you are going to get some Lady Griller Catering. You excited about that, James?
Those look delicious.
Which item is calling to you?
Those non-pork tacos are looking fire, but
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Yeah. But what's that? What was it? The slide
pulled pork sliders?
Yeah.
Hold
Next it's yeah. Yeah, the pulled pork sliders are looking kind of fire.
So again, Lady Grillers, welcome to Kaboom Con and the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball. We're excited to have you. Speaking of which, since we're going fully in depth tonight, we've got JD Charisma who will be performing. He'll be doing an opening set, if you will, performing for about 30 to 40 minutes. Quite a number of tracks he'll be doing. I'm excited to see him break out his repertoire, if you will. And he will also have visuals in the background of his performance provided by Icy Sound Comics. But going along with that, we also, the main event, if you will, is Fast Times Dance Party. Fast Times Dance Party will be in the house doing a total of 2 hours, a 1 hour set, followed by 1 hour of cosplay contests, other fun activities, and DJing, as well as another hour set of Fast Times Dance Party. It's going to be a fantastic evening. We're going to be partying late into the night. What are you most excited for with the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball, James?
I think I said last week, I'm excited to see my man JD Charisma perform. It's been a long time since I've seen him. Also, it's been a long time since I've seen him actually like perform. So that's gonna be fun. Excited for and I'm excited for Fast Times to see what they bringing out.
Are you excited for? I think I pulled back the curtain for you a little bit and told you some of the stuff I submitted that I would like to see them do during the DJing block. And I'm expecting you to get out there and teach some people how to dance.
Yeah. I have no problem with that. We're gonna get out there, show them how to do it.
Yeah, well, we won't go into the specifics right now, but needless to say, I think James will teach you how to shuffle.
Yeah. Shuffle, do, and wobble.
So speaking of JD Charisma, he will be on site all 3 days of the event. He'll be performing Friday night. He'll be performing Saturday night. He's got a panel on Sunday where I'm probably guessing he's going to do some performing as well, knowing him. He will be hanging out at the Icy Sound Comics booth all weekend when he's not on stage. So he's a great guy. The interesting thing is, I did not meet JD Charisma in person until a couple weeks ago. I've heard of and known of JD for probably about a decade, but I've never met him. I've never worked with him. And we met, for the first time in person a couple weeks ago at Silver Age Comic-Con. And the first time we ever actually interacted was only a few weeks before that. So, but I feel like he's a really good guy. He's a part of the family now, as far as I'm concerned, and I look forward to the future, working with him and having him involved with what we're doing, and hopefully us being involved with what he's doing, because I think he's got a really bright future, and he's got some great things in the pipeline. Ladies. This is per Jeff, not me. Ladies, bring your panties. He will sign them.
I can't with you.
Are you saying that JD won't?
I'm sure he would if that's what they really want, but at the same time, yikes.
Next up, we've got the amazingly talented, the legendary Brent Anderson. Most known for his work on X-Men God Loves, Man Kills, Astro City. But the man is amazing. He is still working and bringing to life new things as we speak. You had the opportunity to spend some time with Brent last year. He was with us at KaboomCon 1, coming back for KaboomCon 2. I didn't get to spend as much time with him as I would have liked, but the time I did spend with him, I found very valuable and enjoyable. And it sounds like he's bringing the family this year.
Oh, nice.
So what are your thoughts on Brent?
Oh, no. I mean, I think what's nice about this is being a smaller con is that, at the bigger cons, there's so many people. So it's like, yo, okay, cool. You meet and go. Like, you don't have time to really just kind of stop, but he will stop and chat with you. And I remember, like I said, I think I've said it before, we went out to Big Chicken and we were just kind of chilling after everything. And this was after, Friday night after setup and everything, I think it was, and we were getting everything. We were just kind of winding down, and I didn't really interact. I just was sitting there listening to him and Lawrence talk shop, because this is one of Lawrence's mentors growing up. And so just listening to him, and I was just like, man, that's just a wealth of knowledge. And then the next day at the con, he had been talking with this gentleman for quite some time. I kind of waited, and then I finally went up and was able to talk with him for a quick second. I just wanted to get something signed. I think it was I was trying to get something from him and get it signed, and then I was moving on. But literally, he just told the guy, "Hey, hold on a second," took care of me, and then went back to his conversation with this gentleman. You're not going to get that in any other con, man. And you're not going to get it. You're definitely not going to get that with somebody that's this big. Like this is he doesn't do cons in the US. We're the only one he's doing. Like
And
most
this is
cons
this
he
is a
does-
guy that has a lifetime professional pass at San Diego Comic-Con, can go anytime he wants,
Yeah,
can be as involved as he wants, and doesn't.
right.
And he is at Kaboom Con. I think people really need to spend more time appreciating those legends that have gotten us where we are today. Because if not for people like Brent, we don't have the MCU.
Yeah.
While we haven't seen, God Man Loves Kills done in the MCU, we very well could in the near future when the X-Men fully get rebooted in the
Mhm.
very near future. And I think probably should be done, frankly. Next up, we need volunteers.
Yeah.
So please, if you know anyone, if you are someone who is available that can put in even just a few hours to help us out, we need your help. There is a lot that goes into making an event like this happen. Friday morning, we're going to be there bright and early, setting up tables and chairs and getting the facility ready for the vendors to come. Then the vendors come and we got to get them checked in. We got to get them whatever they need. We need to make sure they're ready to go. We need to make sure the theater's ready to go, doing sound checks, doing light checks, everything. There is a lot that goes into an event like this. And then you've got the actual activities when people start showing up. You've got to do ticket taking. You've got to do ticket selling. You've got to make sure people got their wristbands on or their badges on. There's so much that goes into this. We need your help. If you are interested in volunteering, any event that you volunteer for, you are getting into for free. If you volunteer for the movie, once the movie starts, we're going to let most of y'all just go in the house and watch the film, hang out. Some of the things we have listed here, we're looking for facility setup and tear down, vendor and guest support, Ghostbusters 2 movie night assist, Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball. They're going to need a lot of help as well. Cosplay contest and ball help, crowd and line management. So if you're interested, there's obviously a web description down there. If you're watching this after the fact, you can obviously pause it and type it in. But you can also go to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, look for this post. The link is there. Pretty easy to get to. It is a Google form. You'll fill it out, say when you're available, what you're available for. But we need you. So please step up, answer the call, and you'll get some pretty cool stuff for doing it as well. Next guest we've got on the docket, Salem T. Lin, author, coming in hot, going to be in the Tahoe room. Excited to have Salem joining us. This will be the first time Salem has joined us. Salem did attend last year as a regular attendee, and they had such a great time that they were talking to me about wanting to get involved and help. And so Salem has been helping with the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball. And so very excited to have Salem join us. So you won't want to miss Salem in the Tahoe room, or Artist Alley, if you will. Tyra says, hit the high schools up, see if they need community service credits, have the students help and earn. And I fully agree with you conceptually. I just don't have time to go to the high schools. But Tyrus, if you have time and you're willing to step up and call the schools, we would greatly appreciate any assistance you could provide.
Yeah.
And that is the thing right now. We need help. We're like, I told James the other night, I'm a little scared right now. Because there is a lot to do here, and
This much time.
yeah, we're talking 6 weeks, 44 days. Anyways, let's move on. One of the biggest names that we've got coming to this event, Odin Abbott of Odin Makes. If you don't know who this guy is, you really, really need to go check out his YouTube channel. This man makes some amazing props from movies, cinema, television. He is an artist. Like you can go buy a proton pack online and spend even an expensive one. You can spend $200 on, and yeah, it'll light up or something. But man, this one that he has been building for the last number of months, I'm hoping he has it in time for KaboomCon, because I've been watching him make this thing and it is amazing. He puts in genuinely 50-ish hours on each of these items that he makes.
Easy.
Yeah, these are not cheap knockoffs. These are not he doesn't do anything 3D printed or anything like that.
True scale replicas out here.
Yes, and usually built with the same materials of the actual item. Obviously, the Infinity Gauntlet that he made is not made out of dwarf's blood and the son of a dying star or whatever.
Yeah.
But
the heat of a dying star.
Yes. But this stuff is legit. His Barbasol can is one of the coolest things, which I've seen other people replicate and are now selling online. And Jeff, for all the hard time we give Jeff, it is because of Jeff that Odin is joining us. And Jeff knows Odin well, has done the con circuit with him. And Jeff says it's a labor of love with Odin. And you can tell. You can tell by watching what he does and how he does it. So I'm immensely excited to have him and meet him and get to interact with him. What's this, James?
This is the kids cosplays contest. This will be happening on Sunday. So if you have little ones, I mean, heck, it's 10 and under, so they're already getting into the con for free. So why not dress them up in a fun costume, bring them on down. We're having this kids cosplay contest, which is a prize pack that literally kind of just fell out of the sky. I contacted the Children's Discovery Museum.
Not Discovery.
Or Children's Museum of Northern Nevada. Sorry, my bad. That's a different museum. Sorry. Anyway, I contacted them and I was like, hey, we're looking just to do see if we can get some passes or something to the museum. She was like, what if I make you a basket? And I was like, okay. I was like, and she told me how much it was going to be valued. And I was like, cool. No, that's awesome. And she grabbed all the games and basically just made this basket out for us. Oh, Mark has the basket. Yeah. There it is. Oh yeah, I've just seen a picture of it. So now seeing it. Yeah. So one of the big things in there, one of the biggest things, I mean, besides all the toys and games and things that she put in there, you'll get a year membership to the museum. So that covers you for most of the things, entry, and all that kind of stuff, but also some of the side events that they have going on, which look like a lot of fun. But that 1 year membership is good for you and up to 6 members of your family.
And it's actually technically longer than a year, because I was looking at it, and the date that they have written on the 1 year membership, it expires November 1st. So you're actually getting a year and a month plus out of this.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So thank you to the Children's Museum of Northern Nevada for hooking us up. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Next up, we've got our cosplay judges, and they're going to be running the cosplay contests for the convention on Saturday and Sunday. They'll probably be involved with the Friday night movie screening cosplay, as well as the Saturday night masquerade ball. We've got Astros here and Thea Calix. This is the first time we've had cosplay guests, so excited. And Thea Calix is actually a Northern Nevada native, so welcome to both of them. Excited to have them. Have you met either of them? I had the opportunity to meet both of them at Silver Age Comic Con, so that was nice. Both great folk. Excited to have them and see what they bring to our event.
Absolutely.
We actually had this gentleman on the show recently, J. Anthony Hart, the author of Secrets of a Hawaiian Mermaid.
What was that?
That 9.5% cookie butter beer and my spiced rum.
Yeah, cookie beer.
So Secrets
cookie
of a
butter
Hawaiian
beer.
Mermaid, which is going to be turned into an audio drama here in the near future, produced by 97 and Out Productions.
Yeah.
J. Anthony Hart will be in the house.
In the hizzy.
You've never met him. I've worked with him in the past. Good guy. Looking forward to getting to see him again. I haven't seen him in over a decade. But it'll be nice to hang out. Hey, we've got a raffle going on. So
Oh yeah.
if you're interested in this, you got to head over to Eventany to get your raffle tickets for this one. It's win a tabletop gaming prize package valued at over $60. Includes a voucher for Color Storm Workshop. It includes a couple sets of dice, some figurines. The raffle tickets are $2 each and are limited to 1,000 raffle tickets. And I can tell you, you're going to want to hurry up because the raffle tickets are actually moving faster than I expected. So, and this raffle is only on until August 31st at 11:59 and 59 seconds. So, don't delay, by today.
Yeah.
Don Aguillo, this man.
Oh man, just so that artwork is crazy. I love it.
So for those of you that don't know who Don Aguillo is, majority of his work is cover artist on Spawn, the DC Pride series. Hold on. You vamp for me for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm excited to meet Don. Just some of the stuff that I've heard about him, some of the stuff I've seen from him is very interesting. So I'm excited for him to be showing up at KaboomCon this year.
Sam and Twitch. Consecutive issues, 14 and 15. Cover art done by Don Aguillo. He will be there. I will be getting him to sign these, and likely we'll be giving these away.
There you go.
So go pick up and these are recent issues. You can probably still find these in your local comic book shop. Sam and Twitch, go grab them, bring them to KaboomCon, get them to sign. From everything I've heard, I've never met him. Looking forward to meeting him. I've heard he's a great guy.
Yeah.
So guess we'll see.
Yep, we will definitely see.
Speaking of raffles, Alex DeLuca, who is offering, get your 22-page comic professionally lettered. This is valued at over $300. This is, to me, an amazing opportunity. If you are a comic book artist or creator and you really want to take it to the next level and add that really professional touch, this guy has done this guy has done thousands of pages of lettering. He is a professional. He has worked in pretty much all of the major comic book houses. So
He's a player.
This is a separate raffle as well. You can get your raffle tickets over at Eventany. They are $5 a piece, and they are limited to 1,000 tickets total. Again, these are moving much faster than I expected. So if you are a comic book artist, an aspiring artist, you're somebody who's like, man, I'd love to get a professional to letter my thing.
Yo, that would be one hell of a thing to have in your portfolio when you go in and be like, hey, this is my work right here. And
well,
have
especially
it professionally lettered.
22 pages, right?
Yeah.
That's standard comic book is 24 pages, right? You've got your cover, your outside cover, your inside covers, 24 pages in total. So he's offering to do 22 pages. that's quite the opportunity. So, um, I don't know.
That's pretty. That's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie.
And speaking of Alex, he is going to be on site for KaboomCon, joining us. Known for his work on Enigma Town and Dragon Whisperer,
DeLuca.
Doluca. I would highly advise maybe don't cross him because I feel like he's probably got ties. I'm just taking a stab.
The family,
Yeah, maybe buy those raffle tickets because
or else something. Maybe a raffle ticket might fall off a bus. Fall off a bus. Fall off a truck.
just make sure to take the cannoli. Leave the guy.
You'll break his mother's heart.
I'm excited to have him. Looking forward to it. Again, another one I've never met, but I've heard amazing things about. And considering he's offering up that, 22 pages of lettering,
must be a nice guy.
I would concur. Next up, we had this one at KaboomCon last year. Figure X is coming back.
X.
Marin, great guy. Will talk your ear off for days, so beware. He also did the Mickey Mouse figurine, as you can see here. I've got the Big Fig in the background. The Big Fig will be on site. We will likely have more of the smaller figs. Are you falling asleep, James?
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe you should sleep before the show, not during the show.
Well,
It's not even 9:30, man.
Hey, man.
You're usually not even off work yet.
Yeah, no, but except these days.
This is the guy that's keeping you safe when you go on a flight. Falling asleep at 9:30 when he's still got 2 hours left in his shift.
Look, I'm not at work. These are my days off, baby.
Anyways, Marin from Figure X, great guy. I'm personally excited to buy that Rocketeer if he has any.
I kind of want that. I want that Michael Jackson Thriller, that werewolf Michael Jackson.
It's pretty cool. And the skull caps, these are really cool. They come in a mystery box, so you don't know which one you're getting.
Oh,
so it could be a different figure with a different cap. He has some really cool mystery prizes there. So you could buy 3 and you'll end up probably with 3 different ones. So,
or it's 3 at the same one. Who knows?
Yeah.
Doubtful,
I guess that could happen.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have a problem with some of those mystery bag grab things that they have. I've seen them, and I'm like,
Yeah, you also don't like gambling, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I like to know what I'm going to get.
Next up, we still need vendors. So we mentioned we've got 5 spaces in the gym. The Artist Alley is done. We're on a wait list. So if you're wanting the Artist Alley, you can apply, go on the wait list.
You might not get it though.
Yeah, I would say we've got the 5 10x10s on the main gym floor, $275 a pop. We've got the I would say close to 25 spaces still available out in the West Side parking lot. So if you're interested in that, that's only $100.
And if you're in the West Side parking lot, you're close to the food trucks.
That's true. Which everybody's going to want to go out there for food. Everybody's going to want to go out there to hang out and get outside to just relax for a couple of minutes. So you will have traffic. Last year, some of our outdoor vendors did better than our indoor vendors.
Yeah.
So because the cool thing is with the outdoor, we're not checking people's wristbands.
Yeah.
So that is one of the perks benefits you have to being an outdoor vendor, because we want the food trucks to get people to come in. So if you're an outdoor vendor, there's no checking of badges or wristbands or whatever. So you potentially are going to get more foot traffic than inside might.
Yeah.
And that happened last year. I can't tell you. I remember I was over at one of the doors and we had people coming from the outside and they were like, hey, can't I just come in? You can. You got to go around the other side. And it's, what were we charging last year? $10 or whatever.
Whatever it was, yeah.
And they were like, oh, never mind. But they got that West Side parking lot traffic. So
yeah, and actually we had a number of people that just walked up, didn't know what was going on, and ended up coming in. So
So if you're like, I don't know if I want to do West Side Parking Lot, there is perks and benefits, and it is a lower price.
100.
Chris Moranin is coming back.
Moranin.
Second year in a row. Great guy, known for his work on Wonder Woman in the 80s, Nova. He's done some amazing work with Wolverine. And again, a great guy.
Yeah, no, he's super nice as well.
I enjoyed the time I spent with him this last year. Excited to have him back.
These guys, and
What are you doing? It sounds like you're scratching your balls or something.
No, it's this. I got a new chair, so it's making a little bit of noise. But no, the cool thing about Chris and Brent is that they came to us and said, "Hey, we want to come back." After last year, so it's like, yo, we didn't have to reach back out to these guys. They said we want to be there,
and they're both legends, right? I mean, Brent is the 60s, 70s, early 80s legend, and Astro City, which is further beyond that. But Chris Moranin really kind of, to me, when you look at it generationally, when you look at the three people we have that are really our true like industry professionals, you've got Brent, you've got Chris, and you've got Dawn, and you can almost see those generations with Brent leading to Chris and leading to Dawn, and what the art style, how it's evolved, and the work, how it's evolved. And so I'm excited to have Chris back, and look forward to talking to him.
Yeah.
And of course, Jeff, this is the man who will sing to you before your float.
Jesus Christ.
Who is he talking about?
I have no idea who he's talking about.
And I guess referencing back, fell off a bus. What did Tyrus push him?
That's I thought he was, for a second I thought he was talking about Chris, and I was like, what?
Well, because we were talking about, you made the comment about something falling off a truck or falling off.
No. The bus part, I understood, but I'm talking about when he was saying this is the man who will sing to you. I was like, I don't remember Chris singing to anybody.
Yeah, who sings
I was like,
before a flight?
Before a float.
A float.
A float.
Moving on. First time. Should have happened last year. I dropped the ball. I'll take the onus. But coming this year, Kenny Eichen. I met him last year at KaboomCon. I'm sorry, at Silver Age Comic Con.
Yeah.
And got to meet him again this year at Silver Age Comic Con. He's a great guy. He's got some amazing art. Love what he's doing. Excited to have him joining us. I just wish he wasn't a Dolphins fan, but what are you going to do? But he'll be in the hizzy. So, have you had a chance to meet? Did you meet Kenny last year at Silver Age?
No, I don't remember meeting Kenny. I might have. You know what? I might have met him, but I don't recall.
Fair enough. Well, you will get to meet him at this year's KaboomCon.
For sure.
Let's talk about that.
Yo.
Let's talk about this prize package for a moment. So tickets are on sale for KaboomCon.
Right.
The Dynamite Pass, or even the Sparkler Pass.
Yeah, that'll get you entered into this package from the Cordillera Film Festival.
$1,000 VIP entertainment package.
This is crazy. Like
when they offered this, when they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we want to offer you $1,000 package," I thought it was a typo. I thought it was like they added a zero
by accident.
Yeah, I thought they were going to offer us like $100 item or something, because that makes sense.
Nah, they said we're gonna give you this and you're gonna like it.
They offered us $1,000 entertainment basket, which includes 2 VIP all-access passes to the Cordillera International Film Festival. What does that mean? That is 3 meals a day.
Oh.
And an open bar.
Yo. That's price of admission right there, baby.
And access to every film screening.
Yeah.
Every event, every activity
Yep.
that they are doing at Cordillera International Film Festival this year, which
And
is
guess
happening
the
the
following
week
weekend.
after KaboomCon.
So that's 2 weekends of excitement, baby.
It also includes a fully loaded movie night gift basket with gourmet popcorn, candy, movie-themed games, Hollywood-style decor, everything you need for an epic film night at home.
Popcorn.
And all you have to do to get entered into this raffle is buy your passes to KaboomCon. Get your
But
Dynamite Pass or your Sparkler Pass.
there's a time limit on it, though.
Yeah. Yeah. August 17th. 11 days from now.
Tick-tock.
Don't wait.
Tick-tock.
Don't wait. We'll miss out on this opportunity.
And just so those people who are aware, if you've already gotten your Dynamite Pass or your Sparkler Pass, you've already been entered in this as well.
Yes. At any time prior to today or prior to the 17th, as long as you've bought your Dynamite Pass or Sparkler Pass, you are entered. You all right?
Yeah, it's like I got this kernel stuck in my tooth, and I don't even know where it came from because I haven't had popcorn in a while.
And some people were wondering, what's a Sparkler Pass?
Well, Sparkler Pass, that's the baby version of the Dynamite Pass. That'll only get you into both days of the con, though.
Yeah, $25.
So if you just want to come to the con, you ain't interested in the other stuff, which I think you should be, but you ain't, cool. You can come to the con.
So for
2
the
days.
price of $25, you get entered into a $1,000 raffle.
It's not a bad price off.
Next up, we got Philip joining us.
Because you just dropped the last name.
So, okay, I met with some people at Silver Age Comic Con and asked the question, is it Gin or Gin? Nobody
They
could
didn't
give
even
me
know.
a consistent answer.
They're still confused. So we'll have to wait to get the man himself.
Yes, I look forward to meeting Philip in person and talking to him and asking him, is it Gin or is it Gin?
Pimp Killer. Yo,
Pimp Killer, Stalker Snatch, Finale.
Yeah.
Amazing artist. I'm looking forward to having him on site, getting to meet him, hang out with him. I've heard he's a great guy as well. So
Find out how to actually say his last name properly.
yeah, because I feel bad because
Now we're gonna find out you've been saying Philip wrong way too.
yeah, watch it's Philippe. Philippe Giini.
Gene.
This one I know. Stephen Yu.
Yeah, this guy right here. He was with us last year too. He's like kind of he's just a real cool cat, man. Like this man brought blank covers. He brought blank covers and was doing custom covers for people last year.
One of the things he's been doing a lot at events is cat artwork.
What?
Yeah, people give him a picture of their cat, and he draws it in his style.
Yeah,
It is interesting. I've seen a lot of the stuff he's been posting and been doing. Him and I talked about it actually. We met up and had dinner a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about it. I think the way you just described him is the literal thought that went through my head is he is a cool cat. I really like Stephen, and I enjoy spending time with him and hanging out with him. And I'm excited to have him join us again.
he actually came with us. He came and hung out with us over at Big Chicken too, and he was talking. He ended up joining that conversation with Mr. Anderson as well. So yeah, it was. I mean, like 3 guys, just just a number of guys talking shop, and just kind of. I was sitting by. Jam came over. Justin sat next to us. Diego was sitting there. So it was like, man, I was like I said, I didn't really know a whole lot, so I was just trying to absorb as much as I could.
All this to say, KaboomCon 2 is going to be an epic event. And I try not to just use that word because I feel like it gets used way too loosely these days.
Yeah, everything is that. Oh, it's epic. Nah, shut your mouth. It ain't epic.
But if you haven't gotten your tickets,
This should be.
don't wait. If you're an artist or a vendor and you're still thinking about it,
Lock and load, baby. Pull that trigger.
yeah, because time is running out, and
Yeah.
you don't want to miss out to be a part of this event. I'm really hoping, like, this is one of the hard things for me is I'm obviously biased, right, when it comes to this stuff. But
Listen, if you want to, I'm not even going to promote that con because it actually comes before us. Which I need to talk with you about something because I saw something last night and I was like, we need to get on this list. But if you've never been to a con, it's a great way to get your foot in there and see what it's about. If you've been to a con that was okay, come to this con. We got a lot of stuff going on. It's gonna be a good time. We got massive, big name artists who don't even have to show up to this con, but they do because they do it for the love, man. Like, we're gonna have, like, with Icy Sound, the dynamic duo of Diego and Lawrence, as well as Jam the artist, who we've become. I've known Diego since he was a baby. I've known Lawrence for the better part of going on 20 plus years now. I've known Jam recently, but the dude feels like a big brother already. We got Mr. Anderson, who is legend. We got Mr. Moranin, legend. We got Donaghio. He's a rising legend. He's a legend in the making. We got Steven, who is, the guy is he's just cool to be around. You got what you got. You're gonna have Mr. Hart. You're gonna have Mr. DeLuca. Like, these guys are like, they don't have to be here. That's the biggest thing. They don't have to be with us. Like, honestly, they could do whatever the hell they want, but they chose to be here with us. So, like, if anything, just come and meet these guys.
I just realized, and I'm not sure how I missed this. I just realized.
Oh yeah, Odin too.
That one of the people, for somehow, missed my slide deck.
Oh.
Do you know which one it was?
No.
We have an actual legitimate Star Wars actor.
Yeah.
David Gonzalez, who played Akrev in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Is going to be at KaboomCon.
Yeah.
I don't know how that slipped my deck. Giggity. But David, so David has been at many events with Kyber Cave. And I was talking with Kyber Cave, the team from there at Silver Age, and saying, David's going to be joining us. And they were so excited because, they love David and have engaged with him. And, one of the things that I really like to promote about KaboomCon is that we don't just try and find a celebrity to bring. We could, right? We could spend 10, 15, 20 grand and just bring some random celebrity. What we really want to do, and this was something I learned from Lawrence and Diego, is we want to do stuff that's cool. And we want to bring people that are going to be cool to hang out with and talk with. These aren't going to just be these people that you're like, oh, and they're not going to really talk to you. They're not going to really want to hang out with you. These guys that we're bringing to this event, they want to get to know you. They actually want to spend the time and talk to you about the things that they're passionate about.
Yeah. And honestly, I like just seeing them. They go and kind of check out other people's booths and they will chat with them about what they're doing and stuff like that. So, like, again, like having some of these people here, it's just like, bro, you can't, again, like I said earlier, at like Comic-Con, you get like a couple seconds, you get to take a picture, you might get a autograph or something, and that costs extra. Like, you've already bought your ticket, but that costs extra. They're here. You buy your ticket, you get in, you get to meet these people. It's not nothing extra.
Yeah. So David Gonzalez, Return of the Jedi, Akrev will be in the house on site all weekend. Excited to meet him as well. I it's interesting from the perspective of 2 years ago. We will bring this thing full circle, right? 2 years ago, when we're sitting at that terrible event and we're talking about, I think we can do this better. And you look at here we are 2 years later with what we are going to be doing in just over a month. And, part of it is that concept of fostering relationships, right? And developing friendships. Because, truth be told, a lot of what we have is because of that, right? Like Brent and Chris and Dawn and Philip and Kenny and Steven. These guys are because of Lawrence and Diego Iriarte, right? Odin is because of, Odin is because of Jeff. David from Star Wars is because of Kyber Cave, right? You develop these friendships and you truly take the time to appreciate people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a big opportunity that a lot of people end up missing. They don't spend the time to genuinely engage with those around them. And I can honestly say I'm one of those people that's not something I'm great at. And this is where you and I differ, and I will give you credit. You are great at developing and fostering relationships. You're terrible at maintaining them and showing that you actually care. But when it comes to the initial establishment, you seem to do a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I can't say enough. When you come to KaboomCon, talk to these people. Not just these people. Talk to the other vendors, because we've got a number of vendors, and we're going to talk about them in the next couple of weeks as we lead up to the event. We'll probably pick 5 or 6 of them to talk about every night as we lead up to KaboomCon. But talk to them, because while they may not be Brent Anderson today, they may not be Odin Abbott today, they could be in a year or two.
Yeah, they out here making stuff, and that's hard to do. I mean, you put your creative self out there, and it's almost like you're being judged, because if they buy it, they like it. If they don't, they maybe didn't care for it. But at the same time, it's just you being creative, put yourself out there. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah. You got anything else before we wrap this thing up?
Nah, man.
Nothing fun and or exciting going on over the next week?
Not really. I mean, we did our bid. We did our shift bid. I'm keeping the same everything. Well, like I said, after this, I'm gonna get on that Eyes of Wakanda.
You probably need to go to sleep, because you're gonna fall asleep watching it if you do.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time I've fallen asleep watching something on TV.
I'm just saying, maybe so you don't have to watch it 2 or 3 times. Maybe just go to bed and then you can watch it, get up earlier and watch it tomorrow.
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Well, if you haven't bought your KaboomCon tickets, hopefully we've said enough tonight to convince you to, at minimum, buy that Sparkler Pass for $25, get you into both days of the con, and get you entered into that raffle for Cordillera International Film Festival.
And get to meet all these people we have.
Or step it up. Get that Dynamite Pass for $60.
Come to everything, baby.
Get to come to everything. And by the way, we didn't mention, but just to be clear, if you were to do everything individually, the movie screening, $10. If you were to come to the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball individually, $35.
Right.
Each day of the con, $15.
Right.
So if you were to do everything individually, it's $75.
Right.
So you can save yourself some money by buying that Dynamite Pass for $60.
Easy.
And you get the exclusive badge.
Yep.
And you get the expedited entry.
Yep.
And there's probably going to be some other special things that come along with it.
Probably.
And you need to do something about that chair because, man, it's bugging me.
Yeah, like I said, it's yeah.
It's not your hands rubbing on the arms, it's your butt on the seat.
No, actually, it's me rubbing. I rub the side, so I'm trying to keep in the middle of it. Leathery.
I hate you so much. Anyways, I think we should call it good. What do you think?
A-OK, partner.
Peace out.
A-Town down.